So I've been seeing a lot of complaints about Spider-Man Brand New Day of people saying that they ruined the Punisher in this movie by toning him down too much, changing everything the character stands for, and I so strongly disagree with this, and I actually think the Punisher in Brand New Day is one of the best appearances we've ever had from him. Let me explain. But first of all, let's look at some of the complaints people have about the Punisher in this movie. I found this one tweet where they complain that he's more lighthearted and cracks jokes in Spider-Man Brand New Day. They complain that he works with Spider-Man in this film, and that it just doesn't feel like classic Punisher, especially after we just saw him in the Punisher One Last Kill special where he was still very ruthless and violent. First of all, the Punisher still is incredibly ruthless and violent in this movie. Just because he's not actually killing people in this film doesn't mean that's not still who the character is. Like, the entire thing is that Spider-Man throughout the entire film and in one of the opening scenes of the film is constantly trying to stop Frank from actually killing people and solving things that way. Like, literally over half of his scenes in the movie are Frank trying to kill somebody. Like I said, it happens in the opening scene, during the Hulk fight, and even at the end of the film. I'll keep it kind of vague if you haven't seen the movie, but he does take an action to kill someone. The second thing they were complaining about is Peter and him teaming up in this movie. Like, oh, the Punisher would never work with Spider-Man. First of all, if you just watch the movie again, he very reluctantly helps Spider-Man in multiple different scenes, but they're never just like, oh yeah, we're best buddies from the get-go, we're just gonna go and work together. Even so, I don't have a problem with them ending up kind of teaming up and becoming buddies by the end of this film, because it works perfectly for Frank's character. This is a man that has lost his entire family, and now he sees this young kid struggling with similar stuff from him, and he's like, yeah, of course they would end up being friends. They're the perfect contrast that works perfectly together. And honestly, the scene of the Punisher talking to Peter, being like, hey, if I had anybody left in my life, do you think I'd be wearing a mask and hiding, not going and trying to spend any time left I had with them? That was one of the best scenes in the entire movie. But the main complaint I've seen, and I know it's mostly positive online, but there's been a decent amount of people being like, yeah, they made the Punisher way too lighthearted and funny in this movie, and this I do disagree with. Not that I disagree that they did make him a little bit more lighthearted and funny, but I don't think it's a problem whatsoever. Like I said, he still is the same Punisher. He has the same morals as we've seen before. He's the same character with the same exact trauma. A huge amount of time has passed in universe from when we were first introduced to Frank Castle in the original Netflix show. Of course, he's going to change a little bit. And even though, yeah, he is a very funny character in the movie, most of it's not like him stopping dead and making like Tony Stark-esque quips or anything. It's just his character naturally being funny in situations, like him legitimately just trying to gun down the Hulk and his reaction to being like, oh my god, I can't hurt this dude. And again, kind of vague spoilers for the next part, but one of the goofiest things the Punisher does in the movie is when he's actually being mind control in this film. It's not him doing it. Like, yeah, of course you're seeing the Punisher be kind of sassy and say goofy things, but it's literally not Frank Castle. I think the only thing that's an actual Frank scene is where he ends up wearing Spider-Man's mask at one point in the movie, which yes, is very goofy and hilarious, but again, I think it works so perfectly with what this character's gone through and kind of having this new friendship, but also like family relationship with Peter. I feel like this is something comic book movie fans struggle with in particular. It's like, yeah, characters can change and evolve over time. They're gonna act different in different situations, but most importantly, I think we actually needed this newer and fresh take on the Punisher. It felt like ever since Daredevil Born Again and in the Punisher One Last Kill special, we've just been repeating the same exact storylines for the Punisher lately. It was so nice to see him doing something completely different. Let me know your thoughts on Punisher in this movie in the comments down below. I thought he was incredible. If you want to hear about all the insane records Spider-Man Brand New Day is breaking at the box office, click the video above my head right now, and thank you so much for watching.